So 5 years ago, I started a YouTube channel.
This is Mark Bone, an incredible documentary filmmaker, YouTuber, and educator. But I'm sure you've heard of him.
And all my first subscribers was family, but then one person's name popped up. And it's this guy, Jakub.
And this is me.
And now, 5 years later, I've got to meet him. He's part of AOD now, and he's an incredible filmmaker. You got to check out his YouTube channel and his work. And now, it's going to be at the AOD hang. Amazing. We're going to be helping produce one of his films in the new year. So this is cool. This is full circle.
It's super cool.
Thank you for supporting the channel and all that.
So last week I went to Berlin to meet with Mark Bone for the first time. And it is absolutely surreal because we are discussing a project together. And just about 5 years ago, I was at the first year of my filmmaking career. Mark had around 900 followers on YouTube. And 5 years later, we are here together in Berlin. Crazy. And I'm not telling you this because I want to brag, but I'm telling you this because it just shows that, you know, incredible things can happen and in quite a short period of time. Maybe you're someone who's at the beginning of their filmmaking career, and maybe you have someone that you look up to, or maybe a few filmmakers that you look up to. But right now, it might be difficult for you to imagine that one day in the future, you might actually be working on projects together and you might be acknowledged by that person. But as you can see from my experience, it is absolutely possible. And so I would like to give you a few tips today that I think helped me the past 5 years on my journey to get where I am today. And hopefully they can help you to become the filmmaker that you want to be. No matter how much talent you have, consistency and commitment will always beat talent over time. So if you really want to succeed on this path, on filmmaking path, you have to put in the work because it is a journey and it can take a lifetime. You know, you start at a certain point, you gain certain skills, you really focused on acquiring those basic skills, and it might even seem that you're not growing. But eventually, at another point, you suddenly master these basics that frees up your headspace and you can start focusing on more important skills, you know, maybe on storytelling, on directing, and so on and so forth. And in my opinion, it can be like this your whole life because filmmaking is such a career path that there's always space to grow. You know, even the best filmmakers or cinematographers in the world, they're still learning and they're still experimenting and trying new things. So being consistent and being committed to the path, I think is one of the most important keys to success on a filmmaking journey. The second advice I would give you is to find mentors. Find someone in the filmmaking space that is ahead of you, ideally a few years, and you can look up to that person. This doesn't have to be just one person, but this could be multiple people. You know, you don't even need to know them in person. Mark Bone, for me, was a mentor, even though he didn't know about me for many years. Through watching his YouTube channel, he basically became a mentor. And you can do the same. You can find different YouTubers that you can relate to, that you feel connected to, and you can use them as mentors. And then, who knows, maybe one day you will actually meet them in person. Another great way to find mentors is to join coaching programs. For example, The Art of Documentary, that is run by Mark Bone and Michael Del Monte, is an incredible documentary filmmaking course with a community all over the world. And it's definitely one of the best investments I ever did. And I keep learning and learning from it. And so mentors, whether they know you or not, are extremely important because they walked the path before you. So you can learn from their experiences and from their mistakes. And then you should also put those experiences into test because what has worked for someone else might not necessarily work for you. So if you learn something, try it, test it, and see how it feels. Now, the third advice I would give you is to surround yourself with like-minded people. Filmmaking is a community effort, you know, it's a group effort. You can only do so much as a solo filmmaker, even though these days you can do a lot. But if you can surround yourself with the right people, your career and your life will be much more fulfilling and much more meaningful because you're going to create connections, and through those connections then you know, you never know where that can lead. That could lead to collaborators for the years to come, maybe collaborators for the rest of your life. Again, if you look at big, for example, directors and DPs, there are people that work together on 5, 6, 10 Hollywood movies, and they've known each other for 20 years. So definitely invest time into building your community, because through the community, from my experience, is where the success comes. The work, the fulfillment, the creative projects, and the friendships. Now, the fourth advice I would give you is to focus on your strengths. And what I mean by this is, if you know that you're really good at DPing and directing and you really enjoy it, then put as much effort as you can into that. And on the other side, don't put effort into the things that you're not good at and you don't enjoy them. For example, I hate motion design, so I've never put effort into learning Adobe After Effects. You might want to put effort into things that you're not good at if you actually enjoy doing them. But if you don't enjoy doing things and you're not good at them, I just say outsource someone, hire someone who enjoys it and who's good at it, and put your main and biggest focus on the things that you are actually good at and that you enjoy. And the last tip I would say, and this is something that has been a part of my whole life, is to stay positive. I think that if you can keep a positive mindset throughout your whether career journey or life journey or relationships, it will dramatically improve the quality of your life, because you can look at things, even at bad things, at failures. If you can look at them with a positive mindset, it will just transform the energy that you're bringing into things. For example, let's say that you're working on a passion project and the passion project doesn't work out as you wanted. Well, there's actually no reason to be sad about it if you've put in the effort. Instead, you can look at it as, okay, I made mistakes, I've learned from those mistakes, and if I wouldn't made that passion project and those mistakes, I would have never learned. So again, try to stay positive, have a positive mindset, try to be present in the moment, and try to be grateful for what you have, rather than longing for something in the future and for something that is maybe at this point not in your grasp. That doesn't mean, however, not to set goals. I think goals are extremely, extremely important, but the only way to get towards your goals is through everyday present actions. So have goals, but be positive, stay present, and be grateful. And just to let you know, I am still on my own journey, and this is going to be a lifelong journey, but hopefully the experiences that I've had so far can help you guys grow as well. Now, there's one more thing that I think is extremely important for filmmakers, and I spoke about it in the last video, so I'm not going to make a new video about it, but check the video right here. I think it will really help you to become the filmmaker you want to be. I'm going to say it one last time. It's surreal that I met with Mark in Berlin and that we are planning a project together, and I'm extremely, extremely grateful for that. That's it for today, guys. Have a lovely, lovely week, and I'll see you with the next video next Tuesday. Peace.